Musicians Institute Guitarcraft Program, sponsor of Fox 17 Rock and Review.
Welcome to the Rock and Review. I'm so thrilled to have on Halfway to Hazard, an incredible band, David and Chad. You know, I'm sure you know a lot of their songs like Daisy, you know, and also off the new album, which is Redemption, that came out last year.
Yeah.
You know, and you guys got so many great tracks on here. And I want to talk about, you guys are like almost like Las Vegas, to where you've had a residency here in Nashville.
Well, we get paid so well there.
Yeah.
We're bringing a little bit of Vegas to Nashville.
At
I
the
like
Hutton
that.
Hotel,
Yeah. The Hutton
in
Hotel.
Analog.
Analog is a great venue. It's like a 5,000 square foot venue, which is pretty intimate, but only about 300 seats.
Wow.
So it's really kind of a cool like vibe where you're really, you know, the music and the fans are really close, and that's what we like. And we've been having all of our friends kind of come out and join us and participate, and it's been a blast so
well, you know,
far.
and some of the names that you guys have had just pop on stage to play with you, and obviously you've both written songs for a lot of these big artists also, but they just kind of drop in and sit in. And, you know, some of the artists that came on, David.
We have Chris Young, Randy Houser, Radio Romance, Ray Scott, Ira Dean, John Stone from American Young. It's just, and there's other people in the crowd that we don't have enough time.
I wish you could get some talent up there.
I know, it's ridiculous.
That's Nashville, though, man. I mean, honestly, Nashville it's amazing. You know, there's no other city like this in the world as far as the musical talent. Just everybody in the audience or whatever is somebody. It's a great musician, a great writer, a great artist, and we're just thrilled to be a part of it.
Well, and I think it's so great that you guys have that residency, and you know, obviously, you know, watching your videos and listening to your songs and everything, you guys have a lot of fun and a great time with the band. And I'm going to start a rumor that you're in negotiations. You guys may be back there doing your shows, possibly.
Yeah, we're trying
so we may have an announcement.
Yeah,
well, we get to sleep in our own beds, which is the best.
That's a big incentive, yeah.
We don't have to be in a
we
band.
Love tour buses.
Right.
You know, we love to be in airports and travel across this beautiful country of ours. But it is nice to sometimes stay in your own house and have your own things and your own schedule, and get a wander over to the West End in Nashville and play a show with your buddies. So that works out pretty well.
That's amazing. You know, we were talking earlier before we came to the studio to where you guys have been out on tour with Montgomery Gentry, you know, hanging out with those guys and doing shows with them, and you know, obviously my buddy Bo.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Firebird Bo.
All the Kentucky boys. You know, we're Kentucky boys too, and you know, we miss Troy every day, and we really thought it was it was just for us to pay tribute to Troy, to be out there and also be with our brothers, be with Eddie and all the guys, and just try to bring a kind of a family moment, you know, and it's been a wonderful experience so far.
Well, you know, and like you guys and I were talking, you know, being raised up in that area, you know, there's just that, you know, camaraderie, you know, from all of us being.
Well, it's family.
It is family, exactly.
Yeah. And Kentucky has so much musical history. I mean, it's amazing the amount of talent that's come out of the state of Kentucky.
Totally.
And you know, we're just glad to be a little bit a part of that. So.
Well, I think a huge part with all the songwriting and everything else you guys have done. You know, I like the quote that Tim McGraw made, to where it's like, you know, this is the kind of music he wants surrounding his songs. That's a heck of a statement.
Well, we paid him well. I mean, we have pictures.
Yeah.
Apparently, because I don't think I've heard Tim say that about any other band.
Tim's a great friend. He was a great mentor, and we shared the road with him for three or 4 years, and it took years off of our lives. But you know, we'll still talk to him, you know, every month, and try to keep in touch. And Tim, if you're watching, which I know you're not, he's working out right now. He's eating quinoa, working out.
He's lean.
He's so fit.
Well, now, you know, I got to ask, you know, Redemption came out last year in 2017. How's the album been doing? And when you guys are going out on the road, I know people are still asking for, you know, your hit song Daisy and stuff like that, but how's Redemption been going over?
Really, it's the best-selling album of all time, I think, now.
According to us.
And with Picnic Hill Records, I understand.
Yeah. Right under, you know, like the Eagles just surpassed Michael Jackson, you know, and I think our record is right underneath that.
Yeah, we're only
like halfway.
We're right there.
This guy set me up for that one.
That's a softball. There you go.
Well, you know, I really enjoy the album, you know, and I was telling you something like Heaven on Down the Highway is probably one of my favorite tracks off this album.
That's cool.
You know, listening to these songs.
That was one of the first ones we wrote for this record.
Really?
You know, it really kind of surmised the idea of the redemption, what we're kind of going for, kind of leaving the past behind and kind of blazing into the future with a new attitude and smile on our face and whatever. So that was kind of the first song that kind of set up for the whole record.
You know, and it's funny too, because when I was driving in, I pulled up your Pandora channel so I could sort of get all the songs.
We've got
in
a
my head.
Pandora channel?
You have a Pandora channel. You know, I listen to all of it, and so I think you can probably have like one soda between the two of you now after that royalties come in from Pandora.
Exactly.
It'll be it might be a shared soda.
Gotta love
but
the
I listen to
a
it
millionth
almost.
of a penny.
So anyway, but I mean, the channel's fun, man, to where it's,
Yeah.
you know, it's got your songs on there. And we were talking about your videos, too, and you guys play some great guitars, you know, from your Southern Jumbo and then also the band guitar. And then you're playing over here with a Dove, a Gibson Dove.
It's so much better than his guitar. So much better.
And you guys have a couple friends at Dunlop, I understand. And
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they take care of us. They give us strings, which we need strings
Lots
about
of
every show.
guitar
Yeah.
picks and strings and pedals and stuff. You know, it takes a whole army to keep
Right.
a band on the road. You know what I mean, with crew and equipment and transportation and whatever. So we're thankful to all the people that always, you know, over the last 12 years kept us going.
right. And sometimes you need a good capo, like with Kaiser, when you
Oh, yeah.
have guests coming on and you have to, oh, where's that key?
We just sent a bunch of Kaiser's been great. That we just sent a bunch of capos back and they sent us brand new ones.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
They've been really good to us.
Well, you know, I wanted to bring up also, a lot of people may not know, but, you know, Halfway to Hazard, besides incredible songwriters and great musicians.
Good-looking dudes?
Yes, and that was not where I was going.
beauty.
But thank you.
The beauty.
Is the charity work. You know, and I'm going to bring this up because some of your fans may not know and some of our viewers with the Rock and Review. But, you know, you guys have done so much with charity, you know, with what you've worked with the schools in Kentucky, helping
Yeah.
to bring music there. And I think all three of us can agree, you know, the music is not taken care of as well in the schools.
Exactly.
You guys have raised like $1 million.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's been a big passion of ours throughout the years, is to, you know, that community in East Kentucky where we're from was, you know, very influential on us being in music, you
Right.
know what I mean, and taking the path to choose music and do all this. So we wanted to find a way to give back as much as we could, and not just that part of the state, but the whole state of Kentucky. We've done a lot of charity stuff, and obviously in Nashville through the years with other artists and
Right.
things, working with, you know, Vanderbilt Children's Hospital and
Well, and I was going to
various
bring up
things.
flood relief also that you
Yeah,
guys
we've
have done.
any kind of
as well.
natural disasters. Last year we did a lot of stuff for hurricanes,
Right.
Harvey, and it's amazing to see how people, you know, open up their hearts and open up their wallets, and we just tried to motivate people to do that a little bit more,
Yeah.
and we've been a little bit successful, but there's always room to improve. So
Well,
we're always trying to
I'll tell
raise
you what,
running.
I think it's incredible for you guys at the level that you're at, and with, you know, with your music and songwriting, still doing that to help out others, particularly back home.
Well, we've
You know.
been very blessed, and they back home, Kentucky's always supported us. So we wanted to. I mean, we spread out like Chad said, but you know, we want to base it all in Kentucky.
Yeah.
And we, you know, to whom much is given, much is expected. So we've, like I said, we've been very blessed, and we wouldn't do it any other way.
Well, I think it's
We'll
incredible,
continue
David.
for sure.
Well, and I also wanted to make sure, you know, we tell our viewers where's the best place on, you know, with web, with social media, everything to follow you guys. I understand there's going to be a new Instagram show with Ben. I'm looking forward to catching that. Where can viewers and your fans follow you guys?
HalfwayToHazard.com, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram,
you know,
MySpace,
we
Friendster.
take part. We operate that stuff ourselves too. So we do have some help occasionally, but David and I are very interactive with our fans and our friends and online. So if you know, reach out to us online through all that social media stuff, we'll get back with you, and come see a show. That's where it's at. the
Well, you know,
live show.
and that's what we're going to bring up too. You guys are so amazing, and the band that you've had at the Residency, just an amazing band. I mean,
Thank
you know,
you.
I think that, you know, you guys have pulled together incredible musicians around you, as you are both great musicians and songwriters, and that's why people want to hang out with you and have fun. And I was telling you, it's like watching some of your old videos from past years with your interviews. It's like, I was laughing. You know, I'm watching these at home, getting ready for the interview. I'm like going, wow, these guys are going to be fun.
Life's too short. To,
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, if you could work with David some, I think he'll be fun too.
I know, bless his heart.
But
I didn't do anything. I'm just saying it. No, we have fun, man. We've both had other jobs, and I don't like real work, and it's the best job in the world. I mean, we get to play music and write songs for a living. So I mean, why
I'll tell you what,
wouldn't
I
we?
can't wait to come out and see you guys live, because after watching the videos and everything else and great music, pick up a copy of Redemption if you don't already have one. If you order it off the website, they'll sign it, they'll have it at the shows, all that good stuff. But
We'll
also
deliver it to your house.
Ben will drive by in a special outfit, their driver, and bring you the album. But be sure and also stay tuned with them because they're going to have new music coming out probably this next year. You guys are constantly writing. And like I mentioned, too, before we started the interview, such gifted songwriters.
Thank you.
And you guys have had huge artists record your songs as well, besides Halfway to Hazard.
Yeah, Tim
That's a
McGraw,
testament.
Brantley Gilbert, Jared Neiman, Winona,
Yeah,
Neil McCoy.
It's, you know, it's just great to be in this industry, be around Nashville, to see all these amazing songwriters, and then sometimes you can take a step back and be like, man, I'm in this too. You know, I've been here, I'm doing it. Because you get caught up in the moment sometimes.
Sure.
You forget. You don't take time to look back. And every now and then we have to look back ourselves. We're like, oh, we've done some pretty cool things. So
Very cool. And I mean, you know, I think in the near future, big bands are going to be opening for you guys. And so that's what I'm predicting from the Rockin' Review.
Thanks, brother.
Halfway to Hazard, do buy the new album. Come see these guys live. Incredible musicians and a great band and great songs, and that's what it's all about. Thanks for watching the Rockin' Review.
See you guys.
Musicians Institute Guitarcraft Program, sponsor of Fox 17 Rock and Review.